Hello, everyone. Give me just a minute. Skike, how are you? We've missed you. Video.
Oh, because it's going to make me log in again.
Let's make. Oh, Twitch.
Yes.
Don't click the remember me for 30 days.
And it makes me log in every single time.
I'm not supposed to.
Yeah, well, it does.
Huh.
Twitch hates me.
Twitch is twitchy.
You're coming on the server today? Okay. Ariel.
Yay!
And Draconis and Cashew. How's everyone today?
Oh, crap, I totally forgot about the potion.
Oh yes, potion is good.
God.
Mining potion is yummy.
Oh, God, I do that all the time.
All right, what else was I gonna put on before I went back out to diggy diggy?
Oh.
I put on more mining potions. There was something else. Some kind of, I don't know. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We'll figure it out.
We will. Decided to have a chill day and binge Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
Oh, they just had a really massive update. I've been waiting for some time to binge Stardew Valley my own self.
I love Graveyard Keeper. I really don't like Stardew Valley.
I want to see what the new update looks like.
Yeah.
Not my kind of game.
Because I like Graveyard Keeper too.
Mm. The one thing that bothers me with Stardew Valley, having to build relationships with the people in the town.
Not required.
No, but it helps. And the fishing.
I get a mod for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the fishing mechanic is.
Sebicas.
But you know, a
Hey,
lot of
girl.
games use that mechanic, and
Hey,
that
Sebby.
mechanic sucks.
Yeah. And Adra.
Adra.
You're trying out a mod which you like so far? Nice. And Ariel, hope you're doing well.
Is Pixel here?
Who?
Yep.
Pixel.
Yeah, she is.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I'll get to her in a minute. I got problems.
Okay.
I've got. Apparently, I have many problems.
Oh. Are you stealing our zombies?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So,
Where are you?
suck it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on my way home.
I was just saying, because you were just right here.
Yeah. Where's my favorite pixel heart? It's it right there. That's Pixel's heart. Only Pixel gets it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep. This for Pixel. No, I'm heading back to.
Welcome to the Nut Hut. Now you can nut check your friends.
I dumped off all the stuff that I'd had with me. That's why I stopped at your place to dump everything off and admire the work. And
Wayward, thank you for the resub. Much appreciated.
now it's back to my my cave. If I don't keep tripping over L's rocks.
And congratulations, Draconis.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I need Annie.
Yeah, where is Annie? I haven't seen her in forever.
She's
Days and days.
Days and days.
probably going to be a couple of hours before she gets on.
As
Mhm.
long as she gets on. I haven't seen her for days and days.
Yeah, she's usually on around 7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
about that.
Hmm.
Oh, that's looking good though.
Hmm.
Are those like master stairs or
Mhm.
just
Yeah, those are the main stairs.
nice?
I'm actually doing pretty good, Wayward. Got a lot done this week. Still got more to go, but not too much. I did get the compostable bags.
Ah.
The 13 gallons.
Mm-hmm.
Squirrel!
They're handle bags,
Mhm.
like a shopping bag.
Mm-hmm.
And they fit perfectly
Nice.
in the trash can. And if you pull the handles down, the
Mhm.
bag doesn't fall to the bottom.
Oh, nice.
Who was
As,
that?
you know,
Briggy Poo, welcome. And thank you for the follow.
hey,
You
Sturgy Poo.
you like 7 Days to Die? Nice.
Definitely in the right place then.
Yep. And you are a streamer as well? Hang on a minute. Let's do that.
Where is the
Here.
Pixel Pie? She usually has that shit done, the shout out done before anybody else can get their fingers on the keys. She must be off getting a cuppa.
It must be. Yeah. I would have picked up the slack had I realized.
And raising money for Stack Up. Nice. Hey, you're welcome. It's funny. I think there are more people who stream on Twitch than actually watch Twitch.
Sometimes.
App error? What's an app? What's the app error? API error.
Okay. So you're a variety streamer, from what I'm seeing. Nice. Well, welcome. $2,500 on your first solo charity. Nice.
Oh,
Sweet.
congratulations.
Good on you.
Nope, you misspelled it.
No, I gave the shout out. It's just
No, you misspelled his name.
I did. Yeah, I see it now. Gosh darn it.
Yeah. Well, this is what we do in 7 Days to Die. Geeky.
Thank you, Pixel. This is why we need you. You are fast and good.
Hello.
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 Been on Twitch ages. Just started streaming over 3 years ago. Oh, nice. Well, I was going through the 7... I must have missed you, because I was going through the 7 Days to Die streamers to see if I had anyone new to follow. Didn't know what to expect, so bumped Horde Night from 7 to 10. Usually the very first few Horde Nights, like 2 or 3, are really, really simple. So unless you've tampered with the difficulty, like increasing the difficulty or increasing the max number of zombies, first Horde Night's not going to be bad. Second Horde Night's not going to be bad. Our Horde base had a few demos. Huh. Yep, this is our Horde Night. Horde base. So we stand up there and shoot the zombies as they climb up the stairs. So if they make it all the way up, they usually congregate here. If they get to be too much, we can drop them. And this is modded 7 Days to Die. Are you playing modded? That's what it sounds like. NZ. Oh, okay. Nice. Well, this one is Gray's Prophecy. It's kind of a vanilla plus, because our focus is more on building rather than killing zombies. Although we do like to kill zombies. But because I've got 6 land claim blocks around here, I don't get that many zombies out here. Which is a bummer.
Well, except that, you know, it keeps them from destroying the build.
True, true, true. And quit trying to cheer me up. Let me have my sulk.
Yeah, well, you know.
And yeah, I'm on a speed potion.
Didn't you suck a maw?
Yep.
Yeah,
Jimmy,
same.
Jimmy.
The only way you can walk 3 clicks in 10 minutes.
Exactly.
6 clicks.
Wow, I was hoping to see a zombie out here. I've increased the number of zombies on the server and still hardly ever see anything. So there should be 90 zombies on the server at any given time. I don't want to go above that because then we start getting all kinds of lag. I still think that may be part of our lag
Part of
issue.
Part of our lag problem. True enough.
I wanted to show off the knockback. I hate it when those plants pretend to be zombies.
I hear you on that one.
Hmm.
I was just saying I hear you on that one.
Hmm.
Yeah, if you're headed up to where
I'm heading to the crafting base.
okay, yeah, I was just say because Dax is in the diggy hole south of the base, I believe, and you might find a zombie there.
Yeah,
And
I was
I'm
gonna say,
and I'm lighting off forges, so the odds are fair that you'll see one here.
Sturgy, I've got a 4080 in my computer, and I can still get lag. And I've even had to turn down the settings. That's the knockback. And she didn't get a chance to scream. Yep.
I was gonna say I'm on a 12 gig 3060 and even I struggle.
Yep. So, yeah, we feel for you, Sturgy. Fermi, how are you? Did I miss anyone else? I think I covered everyone. It's still a fun game. You have to make adjustments for it, but it's still a fun game.
Well, I'm on a 2080 and 32 gigs of RAM, and I never have any problems.
You probably got your video settings turned down enough. Yeah, this is our crafting base. So all the gardens are here.
Quality preset high. Game looks okay.
I've got everything up to ultra, except for 1 or 2 items. I think this is going to be water.
Yeah, we need more polymers.
And this is water. And this is water. This is workbenches and chemistry stations. And down here, crafting benches, cement mixers, and forges. We get 1 or 2 screamers out here.
Especially when all 30 gig forges are running. Right now, only about 2/3 of them are running. But, the cement mixers are trying to make up the difference.
Yeah. Chemistry stations, or alchemy stations. The mod does have alchemy in it.
I do not yet have any food making out here.
No, they do not need to be outside. They do need like 7 blocks above them. So that's part of the reason why the ceilings are so high in here.
Yeah.
Squirrel!
They need that space. It's 7 blocks altogether from base to ceiling.
That one I think is 9.
Okay.
So it's above them.
That also seems to be true with the plants.
Some of them.
for some of the plants. So
Yeah.
these blocks are alternating between planter and glass.
Yeah, because they need light.
Yep.
That glass doesn't let light through still, right?
Say again?
It does. Yeah.
It does.
They changed it to where glass will let light in.
Annie.
Yes. Hello.
Well, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Mystic Mark.
When did they make that change?
I think it's always been like that, hasn't it?
14?
No.
It used
19
to.
maybe?
It used to be that you only needed, in a room of plants, one block open to the sky covered in glass would be enough to cover almost an entire garden.
Because back in like 16, it still worked
Yeah.
this way. I always had to make my gardens with bars above them, the underground gardens.
Oh.
Glass would block it. The booby-trapped greenhouse building that I designed.
Mm-hmm.
That thing
You
had
mean
to
that
have bars on top. I tried it at first initially with glass, and it just would not work.
Oh.
It was 15 and 16 when I was using that.
They may have changed it and then changed it back. Because I remember being able to have glass above a garden.
It sounds like they change things around, back and forth, back and
Yep.
forth.
They do.
As I say, why wouldn't they?
Fun pimps.
Sometimes.
And Mystic
Never patches, even
Mystic
patches.
Mark, I'll
Makes
give
sense.
you a tour of the different bases. Because
Yeah, I get that sometimes.
Sturgy hasn't seen the our primary base, our first base.
The Nut Hut.
The roof was an add-on.
Dang it.
Actually, part of the second floor too. I think was an add-on.
Oh, well, it's remodeled. It's been remodeled a bit.
Yeah, it has been heavily remodeled a bit.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Can I,
Who's stealing all the zombies?
dent?
Out there
No.
and back.
Nope, 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 nope. Didn't do it. Didn't do it this time.
Oh,
I
wait.
only had 3.
Is it Caribbean this time?
Yeah, I'm only getting a couple here and there.
Don't
I
look
think
at me,
this-
boss.
Oh?
Don't look at me, boss. I only had 3.
Yeah, too late. I've already looked at you.
Oh. Fine.
Or Caribbean?
So this
I am
is this was our first base. And we've still got a bunch of stuff here. This is where we do most of the ammo right now.
I am like bang right next to a couple of POIs, if that makes the difference.
You're welcome, Caribbean.
Hmm?
There was some damage right outside your door.
No.
So,
It was
kitchen,
probably me.
our food. This was our first crafting setup, which got us started. So, like I said, we're still crafting ammo out here, but that's about it.
That and food.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any stoves and stuff up here yet.
And I don't know how to make them yet, so.
And he knows how to make them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I was gonna volunteer her to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Just yet.
It's our horde base. And this is our build. Exclamation point build if you want to see what this is based on. This is actually based on a real castle. Of course, it's nighttime and you can't see much. course it is.
Isn't it always nighttime?
And it feels like it. And we still got all of this to go. This squared in area here is going to be another courtyard. There's another really small courtyard up here that I don't know where it's going to be yet.
Courtyard or a bailey?
Probably more like a bailey.
As long as it isn't a beetle.
Uh-huh. Skike left.
Nah, he might have gotten dropped. Damn tough room.
Poor CK.
I
Mhm.
know. He's been
You
having
know
such-
Calvin and Hobbes are back.
No, I didn't.
Yep.
Skike's been having a tough time, I think, with his internet.
I think part of it is because the server's in the US. He's
Yeah.
connecting from
He's
the
not.
Netherlands.
And he's
Yeah.
not. Yeah, exactly.
He's
Yep.
very much not.
Yeah.
Okay, Annie.
Yes.
These lines of pillars. These are going to be pathways.
Yes.
Center or outside edge?
This is the outside edge.
No, the path. Is it going to be in the outside edge or in the center?
The well, depending on the direction of the pillars, is either the center, like the one that going straight towards the
Mm-hmm.
pond. That's the center of the walkway right there.
Okay.
Path.
Okay.
The other ones are denoting the side of the path.
Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and dig them out and get the path in. I'm not going to flatten the terrain for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of stubbing my toe on those pillars.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Is that so?
Mm-hmm.
You poor thing.
I know, right?
Hold on a second.
Got a lot of lag right now. One of those lag spikes.
Yeah.
I have a
I joined.
modest amount.
Yeah, I
but-
just joined the server.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Did it what?
almost
Did-
day.
oh,
it's all
yeah.
daylight.
It's turning daytime.
Oh, yeah. And that too.
Well, I
That's
think
it.
that's what's causing the lag.
Mm-hmm.
The
Wait a minute.
Fermi.
Okay.
frimpin' cactus.
They attacked.
They did.
You know, I'm
True.
gonna have to find you a T-shirt with a cactus on it that says "When cacti attack."
Yeah.
When cacti attack. There we go.
Are you familiar with the band Clutch?
Passingly.
Only by name.
They've got a song called "When Vegans Attack."
Oh yeah.
It's a good song, but the title is
It
silly.
is.
You know what?
It's
You know what vegans and vegetarians are, and I mean no offense to anybody in chat who might be. You know what they are, right?
Dadgum,
unsuccessful
Annie.
hunters.
That's why those who cannot hunt and keep up with the hunters.
At least I assumed that was Annie.
But
I just saw a car flipping and turning over and doing a barrel roll.
Yeah, that was Annie.
Yeah.
The Annister. I will never get that music out of my head.
What did
Anytime-
you even hit?
the step up on the land, basically. So, the one block high.
Rock.
An L
No,
Rock, yeah.
No, it was actually just the ground itself, because it goes up a block right about here, and I was going fast enough to clip it and flip.
Oops.
So Annie's out there flipping out.
Exactly.
Again.
Again.
Snicky snack. Bad snack. No cookies.
Speaking of cookies,
It's
I
that
had
time.
I had the most delectable biscuit today.
Did you know?
I
Oh.
did. I had a
It is that time of year, by the way.
Yeah, but I don't. The paramilitaristic cookie pushers can keep it because the only gluten-free biscuit they have is not worth its time or salt. I'd rather just donate to the troop,
The cause, yeah.
So,
the cause.
Tell us
True.
what you really think. Amen.
Amen. But no. The class I took today, the instructor is also gluten intolerant or celiac, and she had these wonderful gluten-free ginger snaps.
Oh,
Really?
that would work very well as a ginger snap.
Oh, they were most tasty. And bless her heart, she brought me a recipe for lefse and something else. She threw in a recipe for another Norse delicacy.
Sweet.
I know, I'm so excited.
All the goodies.
All the goodies all the time. So we have to have a go at this.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
Mm-hmm. I need that piece. What is that piece right there? That's one I can't find.
It's probably a piece.
I'll show you a piece. I got a
Mm.
Colt. I got a Winchester. I got a... What piece do you want, honey?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You at noon?
Huh?
Nothing.
Main Street at noon.
Main Street at noon. I gotta get back to playing that game.
Which game?
The cowboy game.
Red Dead Redemption?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, we don't talk about food.
Never.
My red beans, rice, and sausage turned out really well.
It looks amazing, guys. Go check it out. It's in the squirrels. No, I found this block when I was doing a test build on a private game, and now I can't find the block.
Well, yeah.
Like, rude.
It's 7 days to die. They're out to get you.
They are. I need this block. How's that for wine? Give me my cheese.
I had another screamer on me.
Those Dax taking all the.
Yeah, it's his night tonight.
Yeah.
That's not nice. Hawking all the zombies.
Well, this is one gargantuan coal node, so for as long as the coal exists, I'm going to be down here, taking it out bit by bit. I am also next to a couple of POIs, so I wonder if that's where they're all at as well.
Oh yeah, you're aggravating the sleepers. Yeah. Probably it, exactly. Wakey, wakey!
There is something to that.
Brains and bakey.
There is something to that.
Yeah, I'll be putting some kind of wall around this thing once I finish digging it, so no one goes and falls in it, because this thing is quite deep.
Yeah, good luck with that. To make it truly
So, floor level is plus 35. So far I've got this down to plus 13 and there's no signs of it drying out right now.
Cool deep.
Sweet. And if you're in the desert, good luck with the walls. Boy.
That is what cobble rocks are for.
Yep.
Well, if you just do a vertical wall all the way up to the sky, then it's not a problem.
Yeah, you've got to do it from the inside up, not from the outside. You can't put one around the edge. It just will not stay. I've always found the best just to build it along the inside up.
I was simply speaking of doing a small wall around it, block by block, once I finish digging it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Karen.
Oh.
Off with her head.
Oh, until she asks to see her manager.
Good luck with that. Hard to ask when your head went one way and your body went the other.
Yeah, I mean, she can see my manager. If by the manager she means my auto shotgun, then sure, she can definitely see that.
I don't know. I think a really talented Karen could still ask to see your supervisor because you didn't do it right.
Yeah, your gauge was off.
Well, we have ways of dealing with that.
What was that, caveman?
When a Karen starts giving you crap and says, I want to see your supervisor, point upwards and say, talk to him.
You could talk with that. That would be, you know, what she'd get.
At the very least, you're probably going to get a confused look on her face.
Where did I put my vape unit?
Is it in her pocket?
No, last place I saw it was in your pocket.
Yeah, but that was yesterday.
I find dealing with Karens is malicious compliance.
Oh, yes.
Okay, I'll be back in a minute. You love telling people when that they're looking at her? Yeah, exactly. I'll be right back.
Okay. I posted the Astromegalus story about the malicious compliance of a sort, did I not? The quilter's yard sale.
Maybe.
It is a brilliant freaking story. It is a do not be drinking when you read this story. It, you know,
It's dangerous.
very. She's actually a brilliant writer. And some of her, much of her humor is experiential based. Yes, when a member of your quilting group's son is the special investigator for the state attorney general, and you have
I'm back.
somebody who's basically threatening and intimidating the little lady neighbor, things do not go well for her.
What happened?
Oh, this story where a member of her quilt group son is a special investigator for the state attorney general.
Oh.
And another member of the quilt group is being basically threatened and intimidated by a neighbor whose husband is a sheriff's deputy or some such. And so the attorney general investigator shows up when the quilting ladies see what this nasty neighbor is doing.
Oh.
And it does not end well for her. Or her husband, the probably former deputy sheriff.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose some people can only learn once they've FAFO'd.
And a lot of times they don't even learn then.
Yeah, my dad would kill for a friend like that. He's got a neighbor that's like that. They blast music, 10,000 decibels where you can hear it 7 houses down inside his house. And their son is a sheriff's deputy, and they absolutely hide behind him.
Tell your dad to report them to report the deputy son to the state police. Because if there is a problem with sheriffs, generally the only people who have significant authority over them are court officers, i.e. attorneys general, and constables, and state police.
Also contact a news organization. if you've got anyone that does investigative reporting or anything like that, because you can't be the only one that is having problems with that neighbor. It's
Yeah.
probably the entire neighborhood.
Niche 'em off.
I don't know how far he's gone trying to deal with them, but it's been going on for years.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I worked for a county that had a somewhat crooked sheriff. And his chief deputy ended up going to prison, and a couple of others. Yeah, the sheriff, I think they only finally bounced for DUI. But the chief deputy ended up going to prison for conspiracy to commit rape.
Mm-hmm.
Because he and another deputy assaulted either his ex-wife or the other deputy's ex-wife. It did not go well for them either.
Like,
Even a prison sentence seems too lenient for that sort of thing, though.
Well, the thing about it is, for those sorts, they end up having to spend their time in protective confinement because
Yep.
you put them in Gen Pop in the same county where they were a deputy.
Yep.
Have you ever seen Hamburger?
Yeah.
Also, yeah, and I'll tell you later. But certain someone got the pointy end of the knife last year.
Yeah, even in prison, some things just don't fly.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dirty cops are right
Right
up there.
Right up there.
Dirty cops are probably one notch above baby abusers. Barely.
I seem to recall a story a while back about one that was dirty and apparently was also a baby abuser. I remember watching that story, just looking at the news and just thinking to myself, he's dead.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, because if they go to jail,
Twofer.
they would have to be kept in isolation.
Forever. Yep, that's
Yep.
a twofer.
Even in isolation, they're going to find a way to get to
Oh,
you.
yeah.
With
Yep.
those labels.
Yep.
He was shaking in his boots going in.
Well,
we've currently had a case in the last few years. Former Met police officer basically got himself a whole life order for rape, torture, murder.
Mm-hmm.
Was all over the news at one point. Pretty sure it would have got across over there as well.
Well, I think heard about it because my sister lives over there. So, but yeah. Yeah, there is a special place in the 9th Circle of Hell for dirty cops.
Well, dirty cops in that particular act, no prison sentence is justice. They should just lop it off with a rusty spoon.
Yeah, we actually have a term that frontier vasectomy. Castration by sharp stick.
Mm-hmm. There are a couple of countries that still practice something like that.
Yes, they do.
India. If you get caught for something like that, like rape, their sentences are rather nasty.
Unfortunately, they also the victims end up also being
Yeah, but it's a start.
It is just. Oh yeah,
Yeah. If
Because,
they get convicted.
Change is slow, but it is happening.
well, they had a major crackdown because rape was becoming so prevalent in some areas that there's just no tolerance for it.
Oh yeah. Well, my kid's sister actually was raped in India.
Mm-hmm.
By a hotel employee.
Mm-hmm.
And was basically told that she had no recourse, because if she wanted to prosecute, she would have to stay in India until they got around to prosecuting.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just put a bullseye on your Taurus, why don't you?
Rain,
Well,
how are you? How do you deal with a professor that is a grammar stickler for college on paper?
Very carefully.
Yep.
What's the question?
figure out which style guide they demand
Yep.
and follow it to the letter. That really is the only thing you can do while you're in their class.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had a writing teacher that I had significant problems kind of like that with. So I feel your pain.
Yeah, because there's really nothing you can do.
Mostly not.
Well, I just got multiple zombie kills from a screamer that screamed.
Cool. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
My
Good.
goodness.
Good dinner.
I have my leftovers from the other night yet.
Oh.
I will have those when we're done.
I've still got three.
Chicken marsala.
I've still got 3 servings of red beans and rice.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm gonna have tonight.
Mm-hmm. Just finished eating last of the carrot cake.
Mm.
Oh, that cake looks so lovely, dear. Oh my goodness.
Yes, indeed.
And this I tried pecans and walnuts in the cake.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
I think I like pecans better than I like walnuts.
Pecans have a nice. I like the flavor of pecans over walnuts if I'm just gonna eat nuts.
The one thing that the walnuts will add is moisture. Because
True,
they're such
they
an
are
oily, because they're such an oily nut, they will actually soften the cake.
That was true.
Yeah.
The cake
But
was
you
a
can
little
still
on the dry
compensate
side.
that.
Yeah. I think next time I might do like a simple syrup on the cake before I ice it,
Mhm.
just to get more moisture to it.
Well, actually, another thing that you can do: wrap it in cling wrap, and freeze it for at least a day. And then, let it thaw and crumb coat it. You can crumb coat it before it's completely thawed if you want.
We should crumb coat it before it's completely thawed.
Yeah, I would do that, but I don't have much freezer space.
Yeah, because freezing it actually will firm up the texture and make it nice and moist.
Yeah, I would love to do that, but I was like, the freezer's so small, and they keep on giving us fridges with the ice maker inside. I'm like, you don't use the ice machine. And we keep telling them that, hey, just get rid of the whole hookup for the fridge because it's a risk to causing flooding, because it did break one time and started flooding the wall, not inside the kitchen, but it started leaking outside the house. It was weird. It didn't go inside. It just kind of went under the floor, through the wall, and outside. I didn't know it was leaking until I went outside and what's that water leaking out of the house about?
Yep.
And also, we can't filter the water too, because we like to drink filtered water, not water straight from the tap. Sorry, no. But
Philistine.
Yeah, but I guess in their fridge with an annoying ice bucket in there that takes about a foot. Okay, so I'm salty. So salty.
I can understand that.
They're taking up ice cream space. Space. Oops! No, no. Falling. I think the next cake I'm gonna make is a coconut cake.
Oh, did I post my pancakes from yesterday?
No.
Oh, pina colada pancakes, coconut cream and pineapple syrup. Yum.
Wow.
They were really.
Pass, thanks.
They were good. They were really good.
I'm sure they were, though.
I need to go get my meds. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, I gotta go get mine too, but.
This teacher says one thing for papers, but then adds things that you never want later on additional papers. Yep.
Yeah, I think the best thing to do is just get what kind of format she wants, and just throw everything into that format, and tell her to. I know when I had some English classes, I keep running teachers who just cut and paste other materials into their directions, instead of having their own interpretation of the rules. They just oh, that sounds interesting. I'll take that and add to my lesson plan. Oh, I like that too. I like that too. And sometimes their rules have contradict each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that happened.
And don't let me start with my the international affairs class. Professor was talking one thing, his slides were saying one thing, and then the book that he gave us to read was saying something completely different. I'm like,
yep.
It's yo, press. There's a slight problem here. I hate that book on so many levels. It's not even funny. Because about a third way through, you start realizing, wait a second, this author is repeating himself.
In saying the same thing different ways, or actually just outright repeating?
Well, he's repeating himself in saying the exact same thing, but slightly different. So you think
Uh-huh.
it's something different, but then you
Adding.
actually just looking
Oh,
at your notes, and you start looking at your synopsis of the chapter or that section. You're like, wait a second. You start getting confused. Like, wait a second. I just wait a minute.
oh God, yeah, that drives me bat crazy.
It's called padding.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
Because I
That's
run into
it.
that. Believe it or not, I run into that all the time in YouTube videos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
A lot of their review videos,
Uh-huh.
they can sum up everything that they need to say in one sentence, but they tend to either build up to it or repeat the same things over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's because on YouTube, if you don't make the video 10 minutes, you can't monetize it. Or at least it was that way at one point.
Well, you can set it as a short, I think.
And then there's also now those who don't want the commercials,
Mm-hmm.
they have to stretch it out to a certain length, or the commercials are forced at a certain time break.
Yep.
If they don't pay to have the commercials removed.
Yeah, exactly, Ariel. It's a horrible thing to deal with, Rain.
Hang in there, Rain. You got this.
Yep, you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like back to that one English teacher. Mom told me this. Hey, just ignore her directions and do it the right way, the way you think should be done. And lo and behold, I got an A. And she's like, "Oh, you should teach this class yourself." Like,
Well, one
"No."
YouTube thing that I watched was a high school teacher, I think it was high school, trying to teach this kid that 0 divided by 0 is 0.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not.
Not.
It's unknown.
It's undefined.
It's undefined.
Yeah.
It's not 0. And the guy was a mathematician.
Hi. From
Yeah,
where?
and a lot of older teachers,
Mhm.
that's what it was, because that's what it
No,
was.
no. The parent was a mathematician
Oh,
and tried to
yeah.
call out the teacher on it, but didn't get anywhere because the principal was backing the teacher.
No, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying, and I agree,
Mm-hmm.
but because things have changed dramatically. But I seem to recall when we were in school, 0 divided by 0 was 0, not undefined, which it should be.
Right.
But that's how it was taught, because I don't think that's how it was known not to be taught, which it is now.
Yeah, I think for the last at least 30 years, it's been taught
Mhm.
as undefined. So like, I don't know where some of these teachers are getting their information from.
Yeah.
Well,
Good.
I didn't, and now that I think about it, it wasn't until I took calculus that
Yeah, until you
they
got into
really
the upper
defined.
maths.
They really.
Mm-hmm.
So it may have been the lower grades that it was just 0.
And that's it. It's in the
Yeah.
lower grades. When you start
Mhm.
getting into the upper maths, that's when you start getting the real good definitions. But when you're just in K6, and this is what I'm actually really referring to as K6, K8, it's, multiplication and those kinds of things. You get 0 divided by 0 is 0.
Mhm.
Once you start getting into algebra, trig, calc, then you start getting into really the undefines, because you're getting your algorithms and all of that, and your theorems and so on and so forth.
Well,
rational and irrational
And
numbers.
rational numbers.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I think at least if it's going to like teaching kids algebra, no, sorry, mathematics, like publication, they should really start with the whole 0 is undefined right there. So when they
Right
hit
at the yeah. Well, I think they do now, because kids are starting mathematics at a much younger age than I think they did in the 60s and 70s.
Mm.
At least my kids were.
Exactly,
when
Rain. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
When you're good.
No, I was reading what Rain was typing because my friend is also an author and he's going through some very similar things.
Well, I used to watch all kinds of Minecraft modders putting together different mods, mod packs for Minecraft. And I eventually had to just stop watching them because they were making decisions about stuff that they think people will like and what people don't want and what people are tired of based on their own judgment. And I have a feeling that a lot of the literary agents are similar to that
Absolutely.
in that they're making decisions on what they want to push to the publisher based on their own opinion rather than what's actually happening in the market.
Yeah. And what they think is popular in the market.
Yep.
Sounds like that scene from Back to School, if you remember that. Rodney Dangerfield had to do a report on the book, and the teacher failed him for it, and he called up the author and canceled the check that he paid him.
Same for politician not going there, end of line. Yep. I appreciate the sentiment, though, Ariel. Yeah, the modder that I was watching for a while, I knew the author of one of the mods, and the person who was thinking about putting it in a pack, was making judgments about the mod that weren't even true. So,
Well, actually, Ray Bradbury refused after a really, really ugly lecture series. Refused to lecture about Fahrenheit 451.
Well, people didn't understand what the book was about.
Right. Well, and he had, college students and college professors arguing with him.
Yep.
Vociferously arguing with him about, what he intended. And he's like, okay, kids, I wrote it. I know what the intent was. And, you're wrong.
Okay, I gotta hear this one. I always took that book as kind of an anti-collectivist story. What was he saying?
Actually, it was about social engineering.
Shadow of what I'm thinking, yeah.
But if you ask, 9 out of 10 college freshmen, they'll tell you it's about censorship.
Okay, they're just idiots then.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, in a very surface way, yes, sorta, because you can engage in significant social engineering by controlling information access. So, in that respect, yeah, there is an aspect of censorship. However, that is not what the book was about.
Yeah, because the censorship was just a small part of the book.
Right.
Yeah, that's a very shallow, surface observation viewpoint of the book.
Well, we're talking college students here, so
We're talking about students who've taken one semester and
know it all. Yeah. The curse of being young.
It's amazing some of us ever survived ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Annie, I remember what I wanted to talk to you about.
Uh-oh. Yes.
I have tentatively marked the where the windows go on the bottom floor on both
Okay.
sides.
Okay.
It's also based on the rooms that are on the inside.
Okay.
So when you get a chance, if you'll take a look. If we move the windows, I may have to move walls inside, which isn't a big deal.
Okay. I'll come look in a second. Try to figure out shapes of rooms here.
Now,
So this tower. Okay, tower. Tell me your secrets. Why are you alone? Oh, because you're square inside. Uh-huh. Oh, then that just makes things more interesting.
mm-hmm.
Well, I can say I'm at the point where my inventory is full of swag and I now need to go and offload at the supply base.
Huzzah!
He made 17 million off that Kickstarter. Yep. And I have a feeling that at least some authors are going to have to go that way because they're going to have a really hard time finding a publisher because the publishers know better than anyone else.
There are lots of authors and mangaka on Kickstarter.
Uh-huh.
So that's 56 and a bit stacks of coal.
Woohoo!
Sweet.
Go you!
And that vein is still not done yet, and that's just off one surface node.
Let's have barbecue.
Great minds think alike, Annie.
What?
I was thinking about doing that next.
Okay. It's like, so we can get one part finished at least, so it look nice.
Uh-huh. At least get it built up. And this is all courtyard. The big courtyard is the door, the entryway or exit on the other side, on the front of the castle side. Is it straight across or is it off to the side?
Well, yes and no.
Okay.
Well, since we're not really doing the same shape as the original castle, so things are not going to be quite as lined up as they could be.
Yep.
So, yeah, you can see that everything's fine.
Well, do you want the doors lined up from the back of the courtyard all the way through to the back of the castle, or do you want the back lined up with the front door?
Have the back lined with the front door.
Okay.
Because that is almost like what's going on in the...
Well, I'm actually fine with either. I think either would look good.
Yeah. See, in the original blueprint, the courtyard door is really not directly across from the doorway from the back of the castle, so...
Yeah, but we can correct their mistakes.
No, well, we'll still be kind of going toward the way they do it, because their door, because of the front of the castle and the walkway into the courtyard, big courtyard, are almost basically in a line, basically. Especially if you take out the fact that it's at angle. Why? Why put castle at angle? Why?
Yep.
So I have to ask you, Tex.
Uh-huh.
Ego much?
I was actually thinking of stuff like the remake of The Crow. These Hollywood execs or writers thinking they can write it better than the original author.
Oh, I know.
I always just thought they were completely out of original ideas. That's why they're remaking everything.
No.
That too.
Well, Hollywood actually has a history of that. That isn't
do.
anything new.
We were just having that discussion.
Yep. So even if you go back to the 1920s and 1930s, even in the same year, they will have multiple versions of basically the same story.
How many Spider-Mans are we up to now?
Ha!
Oh, let's take it one step farther. How many Spider-Mans and reboots from different actors and different, can we get into different worlds of Spider-Man?
Like,
I actually think the Sony animated.
Yeah, the Sony animated one has been really nice.
I'm still waiting for the third part, but that story has been amazing.
Yeah, that one was done well.
The movies were horrible, but that animated movies were actually really well done.
I like
I think the movies felt a little lackluster, sorry, Annie, is because there's not enough consistency.
Yeah. The first 3 Spider-Man were my favorites.
Yeah. The newer Spider-Mans are better because there's not as it's does not have the early 2000s acting directing style.
Well, yeah, and the what's his name? The Far From Home, No Way Home, that series of Spider-Man I really liked. I thought those were really well done.
Yeah, like it's like, oh, this is nice.
But I like the Tobey Maguire, the first 2.
I like the first one for Tobey Maguire. The second one was okay. No, after that it went downhill. This is went downhill.
Yeah, that last one was just
horrible.
The writing. I think it just felt like they were throwing something out there to push the franchise and keep it in the media.
Well, the problem I have with all of those, or a lot of those, Marvel's actually been doing a pretty good job of sticking to the comic books. They have how many years of story to draw on, and they think they can do it better? They can make the story better?
Yeah, because they have 70 years of canon.
Exactly, Draconis. Even the third one, while I have some problems with it, I still like it.
Yeah, he saw the third one. I just think it's so over it.
Yeah, I'm so over it.
Now, what I want to see in a movie form is the Deadpool. Is it Secret Wars? Battle World. Battle World.
I'll get on to. Oh, sorry.
The Deadpool Battle World is basically Deadpool's own story of Battle World, which is basically Battle World with him inserting himself. Like him going into the room where Spider-Man gets his black suit and trying it on and tossing it away before Spider-Man gets in or comes in.
I'll get on the horn with Ryan right away about that.
About what?
Making that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell him to hurry up. Snap your fingers at him too.
Yeah.
I love Deadpool.
I enjoy Deadpool immensely. If I thought I could see Deadpool in the theater, I probably would do it. It's one of those movies I'd make an exception and go to the theater to watch.
Yep.
Deadpool is a movie that absolutely surprised me.
Yeah.
'Cause when I first
Yeah.
saw it, I looked at it, it's like, okay, y'all are just gonna pull out every obscure character you can find and make a movie out of it now. But I actually liked it.
I loved it. I actually loved it, and I didn't think I was gonna.
I
Yeah.
actually had high expectations because Ryan Reynolds is a huge Deadpool fan. I mean, huge.
Yeah, so
And
the expectation was high.
yeah, so I had a feeling that he would do it right. And he had to fight the studios
Yep,
for
get it.
years just to get it made.
To do it right, yeah.
Yep. And do it right. And Ryan Reynolds just has a really wicked sense of humor.
He does. I mean, I've enjoyed a lot of things he's done. I mean, I enjoy his commercials even. They're just
Yeah.
Oh gosh, him and his commercials.
it's, my God. It's just an extension of his comedic attitude, you know?
Exactly,
I don't
Dragon
get-
Lord.
One thing I don't get is all the hate that Green Lantern gets.
Yeah.
Oh, even
mean-
Ryan Reynolds doesn't like it.
Yeah, it's not a great movie, but it's not total trash. But
What was the first one with Deadpool? The Wolverine movie?
yeah. it
Oh
was one
gosh.
of,
Where
one of
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
executives didn't understand the story so bad that the merc with the mouth, they took away his mouth.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was a long time before I actually understood how bad the movie was that I didn't realize that was actually Deadpool.
Yep.
And how are you? It was at X-Men Origins? Okay.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. That was that hot mess.
Explains why I'm drawing a blank. I don't know if I saw that one.
You're not missing anything.
Yeah, you really were.
It was really terrible.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah,
how
even
can you...
even Marvel does a lot of reaching at times.
Yeah, true.
but not on the level of that. Sony was like, it's like,
Oh,
where
and
are you going?
yeah,
with
and the
this?
surprising thing is, isn't Deadpool Sony or?
No.
Okay,
It's
no, they lost the rights to that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're slowly losing their rights to everything.
Especially stuff that wasn't their original property anyway.
Yeah, and actually, Marvel can actually force Sony to give the rights back to Spider-Man because of Madam Web. At least
Because
there's a
of what?
Madam Web.
Which is what?
The latest Spider-Man movie, but covering a different character in that same universe.
Come on,
I
now,
was
you're
never really a
She-Hulk fan.
big Spider-Man fan anyway, so I
Mhm.
don't track a lot of it.
I was like, so like, wait, wait, another Spider-Man universe movie? What?
Mhm.
Where was I? So I'm like,
I haven't seen it, so I don't know what all the criticism is about. But people absolutely hated it.
Has it all one cast leading roles? That might be the start of it.
It may be what?
Might start with the fact that it has all lead women. Like,
That's what I was wondering.
Huh?
It's a almost all female cast,
Oh.
and they tend to make sure that those movies aren't successful. At least the
Yeah.
critics do.
yeah, they dragged them the hardest. So it's
You've
like,
seen it 3 times, Rain? I'm definitely going to have to see it and judge it on my own. The villain looked like Spider-Man? Yeah. And from what I've heard, they are established comic book characters and treated fairly well. So I don't see what the problem is.
well, they saw how they treated Captain Marvel, so same treatment.
True, and I love the Captain Marvel movies.
Like, there probably is some like problems with the
Well,
acting, but no, I think it's actually the way it's shot. It reads like a horror movie. Like can't put a finger on it, but I recognize the. I look at the director
mm-hmm.
because then the director would tell me why it looks so familiar. So you look at who's directing it.
Oh.
Now I'm curious.
Basically, what would happen if Spider-Man didn't exist? Okay, that's actually good to know.
Mhm.
I don't trust the Marvel critics anymore. They're another group that, like the Minecraft modding community, thinking that they know what people want and that they can do it better. The thing that irritates me the most is the thinking they know what people want.
Mm-hmm.
I'm losing my train of thought. Yeah, anytime they say they can improve on the story, I get red flags. Where it's their interpretation of the story. Especially with any of the Marvel or comic books movies, they have how many years of story to draw on? And how many years of character development that they can draw on?
But how many will they?
No.
A lot of them have contempt toward comic books.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter what you do, there's always going to be some level of rewriting because there's always going to be some kind of attitude from the past that's now no longer acceptable.
Well,
true, but there's doing it within canon and then going completely outside.
Yeah, a good example is Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones was well written and well received up until George R. R. Martin stopped writing. I think it's up to season 5 when he left.
And I thought they were ending it though.
They did.
Season 5 was its last.
Oh, maybe it was up to season 3 then.
Yeah.
He was there for quite a while.
I never did finish watching that series.
Yeah, and because they ended it, because that's why I thought they spun it off to that new House of Dragons or whatever it is, so they could have a in-universe thing where they could be a little more.
There are 8 seasons of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and I think he was only there through 4.
Yeah. Well, up until 4, everyone really enjoyed it. It was after
it had a
4,
good solid,
story. And then it went off the rails.
Yeah, because the authors were not the authors, but the writers for the series didn't have George R. R. Martin there, and thought they could write it better than he could. Now, the ending of it I can understand, since George R. R. Martin didn't finish the story. He still hasn't finished the story, so they kind of had to make that up on their own.
Exactly.
So that I can find forgivable.
They totally jumped the shark.
Yeah.
Hey, and also you just look at with The Witcher. There.
Oh, that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, that's a different kettle of fish all the way around.
Like, where are you going with this plot line, please?
Mm-hmm. Well, Rain, the only problem that I have with Madam Web, and this may be more context than anything, because I don't know enough about Madam Web, was I thought Madam Web was in a wheelchair and a much older woman, like gray hair and a bun.
Wait a minute.
Hmm.
I remember a character like that. Who?
Yeah, that was Madam Web.
Oh gosh, what's
No,
her name?
Madam Web did end up in a wheelchair.
Right, but she didn't start out there.
No, she didn't start out that way. But my introduction to her was like that.
Right, but the current iteration has her being. The actor is 30 something, and the character is probably 20 something.
So it's before.
So long before that.
Well, and that's why I was saying it may be context.
Yeah.
I don't know when the setting is for the movie.
Yeah, character is.
So
I'm guessing 20 something.
At the end of the movie, she is in the wheelchair. Ah, okay.
Rain. Who?
I already knew that.
It's Rain.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't. So spoilers.
Spoilers. All the spoilers. Spoiler warning, please.
I hope no one in voice with us right now has a problem with spoilers.
But
if you do,
canon, you know that the character ends up there.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
It's a matter of when and where.
Yes.
Exactly.
And Rain did not spoil when or where.
No, he
well,
did not.
Well, actually, technically, Rain did, because they did say at the end of the movie.
Yeah, I'm just being.
I know.
Spoiler.
I can't believe I actually marked that out. Even holy crap, that does.
Well, I'm the type of person that I will go to YouTube and watch an ending explained before I actually watch a movie.
Oh, see, I don't do that.
What do you think, Daxon?
Yeah, I was popping over to have a look, see what's changed in the last few days. Like, looking good though.
Want to help? Silence. Okay.
Yeah, see how it is.
Yeah, that's usually the case.
Yeah, it's that pregnant silence from him. Like, it's like I'm not hearing more. It's like
I'm embracing my inner foreman function. Take that for what it's worth.
Yeah, I had a friend who couldn't have any spoilers, and he could only watch a movie once.
I'm not quite that bad.
Same, not that bad.
I have my moments.
I'm usually completely baffled by that, because I pick up stuff from the movie the second or third time watching it that I didn't pick up the first time.
But I do like surprises depending on the movie, so I don't want to know. Sometimes depending on the movie, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
So
for me, it's watching a movie and anticipating stuff that's coming up. I really like that anticipation.
Yeah,
knowing that certain parts are about to happen and enjoying the build up to that part
when it comes. Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah, see, everyone has a thing that works for them.
Yeah, I knew about that as well, Ring. Like I said, it was more, I don't know when in the story the movie is based.
But you know it's before that event.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, it's so dark in here.
You know.
Because she's a founding member of a special group of evil villains. Dastardly evil villains, if I remember
I think
right.
dastardly is a bit of an understatement.
So she's old, and you're saying Granny really isn't as sweet as innocent as she looks?
Yeah, I think that would be an accurate assumption. Gosh, who knew laying floor could be so difficult?
Annie?
Oh, yeah.
Coming.
Luna?
God, get technical.
Okay, so now I need to... need more
But this
blocks.
floor is going to be fabulous when it's done. This might be even my best floor yet.
Well, the nice thing is both inner courtyards are stone or brick.
Mhm. Okay, so that's done. Ish. Okay, now what part am I missing?
I even watch Comics Explained, which goes into depth on the stories for the different comics.
Now that I could actually get behind.
Mhm.
I like watching like the recaps of certain episodes and movies. Like, hey, do
Yep.
you catch this, or this?
Yep, those are fun too.
Exactly. Those are fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I like watching those after seeing a show.
Mm. And
Not
I
before.
don't mind watching them before. Especially if it's a movie I'm kind of on the fence about. I will watch. I don't like reviews of movies because a lot of that's opinion based.
Subjective, yeah.
Yeah, and objective. And I don't trust reviewers. But story explained videos, I love.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There is actually a channel I watch that does that. Well,
Found Flicks?
huh?
Found Flicks?
I don't think so.
Okay.
They because they do foreign films, primarily Asian films and Korean language.
Oh, okay.
But so they give a 25-minute synopsis or 30-minute synopsis of the whole movie while they're showing you the highlights of the movie. So basically you're watching
Jackson, no.
the best parts of the movie. Oh no. And then, then if I find the movie intriguing enough, I will go and hunt down the movie and watch the movie with full subtitles.
Yep.
Mhm.
The other guy that I like to watch, and he covers mainly movies that I would never watch, is the Horror Geek. He rates the movies by gore and how gory they are. And they're usually really low budget horror movies.
It's like F level.
It pretty much,
Looks
yeah.
like my connection momentarily crapped itself.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was worried about
Oh,
that.
We thought that might be it.
Yeah.
He's like, you went all silent when I asked you if you want to help me build a castle.
And we just thought you were
Well,
blowing
and
her
then
off.
and then lost you altogether there.
So since you're back, I'm like, do you want to build a castle?
Form and function.
Where did I
Form
put my
and function.
paintbrush?
In
No
your
idea.
pocket?
In your other pocket.
I don't see it in my pocket though. I think I put it away.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dang it.
Yeah, the console's popped open. I'm getting a bunch of red text.
Oh dear.
Oh
I-
dear.
Oh dear.
Yeah, try closing completely and reopening. 7 days to die.
All unloading in so far, though, so we'll see.
You may still have to log out and close the game, then reopen it. 7 days to die has a bug that they've never really. Well, they fixed it, but then it came back. When playing on a server, if you log out to the main screen and try to go back into the server, it can cause issues.
Wasn't that joyful?
Well, I seem to have gotten in. Can I get a party invite, please?
Yeah.
And also, the console lets it pop up randomly and just give people heart attacks too.
Yeah.
Just make you think you have a problem. It's like, why not?
Well, and I think a lot of that, Rain, is that they realize that a lot of the possible reason that people don't like Madam Web is because it is an all-female cast. I think that was the problem with the Marvels. I enjoyed the Marvels. I really liked it. But it got trashed. And I think it's because it was an all-female cast. I even like Brie Larson. Brie Larson is my favorite Captain Marvel. I
Brie
hope
Larson
they
is
never replace her.
yeah. Brie Larson is awkward by herself when she's
Mhm.
asking questions. People don't understand that.
Yeah.
But give her some puppies and she's super relaxed. 'Cause I saw 2 of her interviews.
Mm-hmm.
First one without puppies, she was really awkward. Second
Mhm.
one, puppies, she was answering your questions.
Gave her
And
something secondary to focus on.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
'Cause, like,
But I like Brie Larson.
like people, just give a
And
woman a break.
and what she said was the thing that she said that turned a lot of people against her is true.
It is. It's like people need to get over themselves.
Oh. Okay, well, when you get a minute, Annie,
Okay. Yes.
uh, this is where I'm thinking of the door being.
Okay. Oh dear.
I'm
Whoopsie.
ready to start putting up walls inside.
Okay. Come on, second. Let me just... No, wait. There we go.
I would love more Green Lantern movies as well.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
that'd be great.
Mm.
I actually enjoyed that. I mean,
I
the
don't
comic.
think. Yeah, I don't think you're able to get Ryan Reynolds to touch it with a 10-foot pole.
No, but I would give him control over the movie.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know how wide it's supposed to be, but
Well, do you have a picture of the interior of the courtyard?
not on me.
Do you want me to post one to subscribers?
Sure.
Okay, give me a second. Let me go find one. 'Cause, look, I have a window just full of tabs for this castle.
Wait, there are women in comic books?
Gasp.
Say it isn't so.
Get out. I did not see that one coming.
I
The
wouldn't.
world is come to an end.
Rain, what I wish they would do is have a not just the Green Lantern, but an all-female cast Lantern movie. I would love to see that. With more knowledge of pressing the rings to their outer potential. Yep, exactly. I loved the Marvels. The thing that made it the Marvels for me was Miss Marvel. That actress brings so much enthusiasm to her role that you can't help but smile when she's on screen. And that's partly because she's a big Marvel fan, and you can see that she still can't believe she's actually in a Marvel's movie.
It's like, oh my gosh, I'm here.
Exactly.
and every 5 minutes, like, wait, I'm in a Marvel movie. Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
I actually saw an interview with her.
Uh-huh.
That was that was, 17 kinds of fangirl squee.
Exactly.
Yep, pretty much.
She's a wonderful actor, Ariel. No spoilers, please. Uh-huh. Well, she becomes Ms. Marvel in the TV show.
Spoilers. There's spoilers.
Spoilers, darling. Spoilers.
Which would be why she's, called Miss Marvel.
Yep. And the way they handle her family.
Oh, yeah.
You saw the TV show? Ah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's see here. That's the clock tower. Oh my goodness graciousness.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get you the picture of the doorway.
Oh, okay.
Because, you could just go to, I'll grab the link. And then...
Ouch, that's a lot of smack. I like it, Annie. I like it a lot.
Into person view of interior class, but also I will also grab a screenshot too. So I got you in multiple ways.
Ah.
That one. Out of the way. Wrong key bindings. There we go. That's better. So, in subscribers text channel, I'll put the image, and then grab the Google Map view of it. You can drop and drag a little person into the right spot. Oh, that's a nice beefy web link there. Questions, will it work?
Pixel, are you still around? I just got your message. If you're around after stream, you can pop into voice with us. Or you can pop in now and we can discuss Twitch.
Excuse me.
Okay, that works. I knew it was a stretch with you getting in now, but I wanted to at least extend the offer. You've been reading Marvel for over 20 years? I had actually avoided Marvel up until was it the first Spider-Man? No. Because I'd been going to the comic book shop and buying independent stuff, like the Sandman, almost anything by Valiant. I liked Bloodshot. I didn't like the traditional superhero stuff. I hate Superman. I don't really care for Spider-Man, but I like what they've done with the IP as far as the movies are concerned. You haven't read any of the comics? The current Marvel timeline is actually really close to the comics, which I'm impressed with.
spoiler alert, I have not read any of the Marvel comic books either, but
Mhm.
from what I'm gathered, they're really close to the source material. So
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
which is kind of shocking. I'm like, gasp, shock. How is this possible?
They have smart writers,
Mm.
which are
And
pulling
IP.
from a wealth of storytelling that's already been done.
Yeah, and good IP property managers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eminent.
I mean, there's been some deviations that could have been handled better, but only a few.
The Japanese version of Spider-Man. Oh.
Right.
Now that's the type of thing that the horror geek would cover. Because he's done a couple of the foreign superhero movies. Yeah, I watched that one as well. That was really good. I did not know that there were 2 versions of Days of Future Past.
Mm-hmm.
What?
It doesn't surprise me, but I didn't know.
I didn't know. So we can start with the whole X-Men timeline. I'm so
X-Men timeline wouldn't be too hard. The Avengers timeline would be a little bit more of a challenge, I think.
well. I've seen so many people try to explain the timeline for X-Men that it's really impossible.
Yeah.
They've gone forward, come back. They like went on a ledge, said nope, that's actually a bad idea. Let's walk back from that ledge and just go a different direction. And they go so far that our direction, they go into another ledge, and like oopsies, our bad. Let's go another direction. And so it's like, you're doing so well at first.
Mm-hmm. I didn't like the TV show, the Spider-Man TV show. I didn't like the Hulk either. I like the movies, but I didn't like the TV shows.
You talking about the 70s ones?
Yep.
Now, see, that was my introduction to the Hulk.
Yeah, no, that was terrible.
But then again, I was already a Bill Bixby fan, so
Yeah.
We'll forgive you that then.
yeah.
Although I was a Lou Ferrigno fan.
Yeah, that too.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
But that was more that he was a buff, hairy man.
I want that Harry.
He shaved for the TV show.
I'm okay with that. He must have shaved for a few other things too. Then.
Bodybuilders usually do.
Usually do, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've seen him in a few other things, and he was usually always very, very smooth.
Do you have a picture with Lou? Oh, nice.
Very nice indeed. Yeah. I met him briefly once at a car show.
And Sinbad? Ah.
Yep.
The new Hercules looks pretty good. But he should be bigger and should be hairier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no comment.
If they're going to be true to the comic.
There was a book before there was a comic.
Huh?
I think there was a book before there was a comic.
For Hercules?
No, for Sinbad.
Oh.
Well, Hercules too.
I was going to say, and Hercules too, for that matter.
Yeah.
Hercules.
Yes.
Hercules may have been big, but I don't recall him being hairy.
Mm-hmm.
You just want him big and burly and berry.
Yeah, exactly.
He's big and burly, but I can like cut back on the hair quite a bit.
Yeah, come back on the hair a bit. Just tap the brake, babe.
No.
Yes.
Give me the 6-pack, but shave it.
I have never dated and will never date someone who is hairless.
Oh God, no. Oof. No, I passed on the hair. Thanks.
Like I have my limits.
I have my limits, and that is it. No. It's not necessarily a deal breaker, but it.
Who is
Yeah,
Halson?
no, it's not my gig.
Do you remember Grizzly Adams?
Oh God, that guy was gorgeous.
Dan Haggerty?
Dan Haggerty was absolutely
Yep.
drop dead gorgeous. Still too much hair.
No, not enough hair.
He's one of the few men that actually look good with that much facial hair.
Mm-hmm.
The man was actually incredibly attractive. Nice guy too, I understand.
Yep.
Yeah. His bear actually
I've gotten all the way down to bedrock here in this hour, and I've completely exhausted the whole node.
Mm.
his bear actually lived here until it passed.
Oh.
Wasn't that
Lived
Bart?
in a reserve over in Port
Wasn't it what?
Wasn't that Bart the bear when he was
No,
really
something
Ben.
like that.
Ben.
Ben.
Because the
He
TV,
probably had several bears, but
one of the TV shows was Gentle Ben.
yeah. But at least one of his bears lived here for. Because when we were going through the game reserve over there, he was still alive. That was many.
Oh, I certainly didn't dim in it. The bear was
Yes.
fine, but the Dan Haggerty was gorgeous. It's like what's his name? Sam Elliott, the younger Sam Elliott.
Yeah.
I mean, I
he's
watched Lifeguard.
a very nice guy.
Yeah, I watched
Another one that's-
Lifeguard and The Legacy just for him.
I've watched a lot of things I would not have normally watched just for Sam Elliott. And a lot of times just turned it on and went to do something else so I could listen to it. Just because I thought the show itself was not worth watching.
Mm-hmm.
But he could read the phone book.
Because he could read the frickin' phone book. The man's got a drop gorgeous voice. Absolutely.
When he passes, if they're going to tackle him with a mustache.
Exactly. I agree.
I still want to find out how he found out when my birthday was.
Oh, somebody you worked with told him.
Oh.
Well, I don't.
Yeah, somebody you work with told him.
That's not right.
He came in when you were off shift and asked.
Probably.
Because who would say no?
True. And he was a regular, so.
Exactly. And a nice guy.
And a nice guy.
I sure as heck wouldn't. Hell,
No,
I'd be batting my.
I have a treasured birthday present from Sam Elliott.
I'd be batting my pawn scum greens at him.
Yeah, the other one I liked like that was James Gandolfini.
Yeah.
I was so heartbroken when I found out that he had passed away. Yep, Tony Soprano. He played the bear in Pulp Fiction. The bodyguard for someone.
All right, that's what I'm looking for right there.
He was also in The Cowboy or The Mexican, playing a gay guy. I don't know what his son looks like.
Down here, figure what the problem is down here. Oh.
I am done. I am developing.
Oh, go rest.
Yep, getting the vertigo.
Uh-oh.
I will talk to y'all tomorrow.
Okay.
Okie
Well,
dokie.
feel better.
That's
Thanks.
well. Feel better.
Ciao.
Ciao.
I haven't actually watched anything recent, imminent. It's been a while. But I will look it up. See if I can find it. Well, the thing I really liked about James Gandolfini is, in spite of playing Tony Soprano, he always seemed to be a very personable, very friendly person. There was just something nice about him. His son was playing the younger Tony. I may have seen commercials for it and just never put two and two together. Well, in spite of my preferences, I've actually ended up in relationships with men who were not up to what I find attractive. Because the people that I tend to fall in love with, I fall in love with because of personality rather than their looks.
Absolutely. It's all about the brain for me.
Yep. Because Jerry was scrawny, and I usually like great big guys.
Yeah, while I prefer a certain kind of packaging, it really is a secondary thing.
Yep.
All my joking aside.
Mm-hmm. My first ex, he had a beard, so that's the primary requirement. But he didn't have a whole lot of body hair.
Pretty sure my primary requirement is lunatic.
I'm sure that ended up being a primary requirement. I don't think I requested it, but it sure as well came with packaging.
Uh-huh.
I think I actually almost married that thing. Well, I technically kind of did, but...
Oh.
Oh, my first ex was narcissistic, so but quickly got rid of that thing.
Oh, your ex?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's like, something suspiciously familiar here. Oh wait, they're narcissists. Okay, let me just skidoo.
Yeah, let's fix this now. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly right.
It's like, yeah, just
Oh, dang it.
he picked me off one, two times.
Okay,
Well,
back to
I
mention.
Buddy.
adored his mother, so you know, I stuck around for a while.
I didn't.
Well,
I
I'm at the
hadn't.
point where I've hit my limit for one night. I will catch you all tomorrow.
Okay.
Have a good
Well, have a
night.
good night.
Later, Dax.
All right, I did a whole floor. Yay, go me!
Exactly, Fox. Exactly.
Fox!
Yeah, we've got a fox here. Any ideas on what to paint the roof? Any?
Green. Because that's what they have in the picture, but like you gotta leave it stone or green. So they also
Oh,
have
no red thatch?
no, because they have a metal, green metal roof.
Oh, okay. That's right.
That's a slight, like it's lower than a 60. It's like I think they're using like I think the try to think which ramp do you have that's closest to? I think it's the it's the 4-part ramp is like the closest incline
Mm-hmm.
to what's going on with the roof. But try and do that 4-part ramp situation at the angled is yeah, no, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not.
Well, there aren't even all the blocks you would need to go at an angle,
No. Nope, they're not.
or even a
Therefore,
45-degree angle.
nope. That's why I'm choosing sanity
Mm-hmm.
and forgoing the roof. So I was thinking going a flat roof, kind of the walkway, so you can get to the two top towers.
Yeah.
Kind of situation. So
I had envisioned everything just having a flat roof.
yeah, because who has time for all that nonsense?
Uh-huh.
Like if you did not have the two like angled walls going out to the two towers to the side, like yeah, we can totally do a roof. Okay, now what else am I missing? Those two towers are done. Let's see.
Yes, you did miss Horde Night. No, I have met several people that were perfectly my physical type. Only one of them I could have had a relationship with. And he was a Russian linguist professor that looked like a football player. Had a beautiful beard.
Hmm.
Sharp as a whip and an absolute sweetheart. He was doing a translation from Russian of the Harlequin stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Uh-huh.
Cute and smart.
Winner, winner.
You'd rather go on a date with Annie rather than Annie than either of the two you've met for your preferences. At least you'd have fun making witty and mean comments. Well, that's true.
Hmm.
It's gotta be this bone chilling shiver. Never.
Yeah, we can hold off on the fog. Thank you. Rude.
And it just turned nighttime.
Daytime. Nighttime.
And you said it was every 5 spaces for stability points, right?
If you want to go like, yeah, that's like the midway point. The max is like 7 blocks, I think it is.
Yep. Well, you can actually go out further, but you wouldn't be able to place anything on top of it.
Yeah. Like
5 is a
every
good safe spot.
yeah, so 'cause like every block you go out, you reduce the number of floors you can go up, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Because some reason when you go up, the stability that goes downhill.
Okay.
You met your partner while trying out for the same guild in Warcraft back in the day.
Nice.
14 years and you're still together and he hasn't killed you yet. Oh.
It's just something, man.
Impressive.
Me and Jerry were together 21 years. We were just coming up on 22. I still miss him.
Probably
But
will
that's,
always.
yeah, I don't think that's ever going to change.
Yeah.
I hope that's never going to change.
Well, it will soften probably, but it'll never go away.
Yeah, I don't tear up every time I talk about him now, at least.
That's good.
Choke up a little bit, but don't tear up. PAX East? No. I didn't actually watch any of it. I will be attending PAX West next year. We went this year and I had a lot of fun. They were showing off the console update for Alpha 22. Ooh, nice.
Really? Wow.
Very nice.
Indeed.
I'm still salty though.
Still what?
Salty.
Oh,
She will always be salty.
for Alpha 22?
Well,
I think
it's
for
like
everything.
everything, the new game they're coming out, that's not new game.
Yeah. I must admit I'm a bit miffed as well.
The only saving grace right now is it is being developed by a different developer. It is a 7 Days to Die IP, but it is not being developed by the Fun Pals.
Okay, I will concede that one.
It doesn't mean as much as they're making it out to, but at least we've got that. So it's different developers.
I hope it stays that way.
Yeah. Well, and just because it's different developers doesn't mean it's not going to take them away from base 7 Days to Die. And it doesn't mean that they're not going to abandon 7 Days to Die once the other one becomes popular.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Hence why I'm salty.
Uh-huh. Because I was one of the people burned by Fortnite.
Yeah, that was so not cool.
No.
That was so not cool. I'm so glad I dodged that bullet.
That was
I have never played that game.
I wanted to.
Yeah, because
I actually really liked the base game, but as soon as they came out with the free battle royale, yeah, I dropped it like a hot potato.
And now it seems like it's strictly battle royale.
No, the PvE is still there. They just haven't done anything with it. Huh?
I thought the game always was battle royale.
No.
I never knew there was another way.
it was basically a zombie survival game, basically. You had hordes to defeat, you had to quickly build and defend them off. So
No,
it's like,
we're talking about Fortnite. Imminent.
the original Fortnite.
Had no idea.
It was a really cute little game.
And there was a lot of depth to it.
But then, like, let's go for PvE. And PvP. Like, what?
Yeah. And then you had to turn it into this, no.
Like,
Welcome.
Yeah, because like first it was like PvP with some building still in there. And now I think there's no building at all. I think it's just
in PvE. No, there's still some building in PvE.
Okay. No, keep that there.
They introduced a battle royale into WoW. Looks really bad. Just another battleground, but that's last time it's last man standing. Yeah. Well, Dark Souls has had something like that. So almost, I don't know when they initially introduced it. Elden Ring has PvP matches in arenas.
Like the whole invading.
No, this is separate from Invasions.
Oh.
What was that, Ghost? I mean, Big Man?
So wasn't Battle Royale and WoW kind of like Battlegrounds?
It was Battlegrounds.
Alterac Valley, hello.
So Elden Ring has the invasions, which is separate from the Colosseums. Colosseums, you can go in, and there are 3 different Colosseums you can go to. And each Colosseum is a different type of PvP. One is one-on-one, one is multiple on multiple, and the third one is basically no holds bars. No holds barred.
Man, that sounds kind of cool.
Yeah. Fermi? How are you doing tonight, Raquita? I don't mind them introducing stuff like that. I do mind them introducing it as a new game. Or a separate game.
Yeah. Like, as long as you're expanding the base game, it's fine.
Oh. Your anxiety's through the roof, but you're okay? Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
No.
I hope you get better quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I know how that is. I know I've told you this, Karubia, but I don't know if I have actually mentioned it to anyone else. I don't like saying I hope you feel better, because it implies that they may not get better. So
Bruce.
I usually try to say, hope you feel better quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there, Raquidia. I have been there. All I can say is keep trudging through. It can be a slog at time, but in the end, it will be worth it. Yeah, the move up here to Seattle is what nearly broke me, or one of the things that nearly broke me. Was to the point where I was having panic attacks. Serious panic attacks. Yeah, just get to the other side and clean up whatever is left in the wake. Still unsure if the law will be overturned? Yeah. I can understand that, Ariel. There's a YouTuber that I enjoy, Ty Turner. He is a transgender YouTuber, and he just moved to a more accepting state because he had to move for some of the same reasons.
Yeah, that's really rough.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
What law?
Don't remember.
Let's make your life a living hell law.
Making it illegal to be transgender type law.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stupid laws.
I think he was living in Florida at the time.
Yes.
I'm still waiting for them to make it be illegal to be human.
Oh, they're working on it.
Okay.
At least you can be a child and work in Florida.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly a minute. The other thing that they tend to forget is the government is not a business.
Tell that to the Cheeto.
Uh-huh.
But we don't
Just
discuss
like your bread and
politics on
butter.
this channel, remember?
Yeah, true. Yeah, well, like I said, it gets better. It does. It may not seem like it at times, but it does get better.
Slowly but surely.
Yep.
As they say, by the grace of God go we.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think that will work.
I understand that as well, Ariel. Well, like I said, it will hopefully get better. Do you have resources, Liquidia? People to talk to, organizations to get help from, stuff like that? If you don't, then yes and no. There are people you can contact. I don't have them at hand. But there is help out there if you need it, especially with the abuse part. Oh no, that's way too big.
Yep.
I wasn't even thinking of that. I was thinking of just counseling. I don't know of any that require you to take pills, at least not off the top of my head. I was thinking more, it's not really a support group. Your group requires you to take. You have to be on their med. I wasn't even thinking of a clinic. I was thinking, as far as the abuse portion, there are support groups out there that are not dependent on medication. They're there to give you advice on how to handle abusive situations. I wasn't even thinking of the medical side of that. I was thinking of the human support side. Ghost Runner. Website called Inspire that's helped you a lot. Ah. You're borderline or agoraphobic. Ah. Oh, I read that at first as stripped hyena. Wormy. Exactly, Ariel. I was thinking more along that line. You have to be on medicine? Huh, interesting. I didn't know that there were groups out there that had that requirement. Maybe it's level of care? Yeah, and I would never recommend someplace like BetterHelp. I had someone approach me about some type of sponsorship like that. Wonder if it was BetterHelp.
I think it probably was because that's the only therapy think that's being like pushed
Mhm.
since the beginning of COVID.
Well, the one that I'm thinking of, it was other people, people helping people, and I don't think that's how BetterHelp worked.
No, it's not.
Because BetterHelp supposedly actually had real people there, or real counselors there,
Yeah.
trained counselors. At least that's what they claimed.
They
I
claim.
take it doesn't.
Oh, the main problem is that they sell all information.
Yeah.
That's the main problem. Like they might have credible
Misa,
staff,
Misa the rock star. Welcome.
you know, selling people's information is a no-no, especially personal medical information.
That goes against HIPAA all the way across the
Ew.
board.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Well, and the one that I'm thinking of, Crazy, was more of a peer support organization.
I'll be right back.
I was never approached by BetterHelp. I'm not a big enough channel for them to approach me. I'm still a pipsqueak.
Be right back.
Yeah, but you're our pipsqueak, so.
Yeah, true.
We'll keep you. My turn for the lag spike.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it every time I go into the cave, I get a lag spike? It's like the cave's like, come to me, little lag spike.
I just didn't see how an online peer support group, organized online peer support group, would be helpful. One of the things that I learned in AA is if you have too many counselors, too many people that you have to get advice from, then you're never going to get anywhere. Or you will cherry pick. You don't like one answer, go to another person and ask the
Find
same
the answer
one.
that fits your.
Yeah, and you just find the answer that you think, or an answer that agrees with the solution that you've already picked out.
Or contradicting.
Take the path of least resistance.
Yep, exactly, Eminent. And Miss of the Rockstar, how are you doing tonight? Yeah, put bowling pins on there. What about this? She gives it to you straight. Nice, very nice. For taking the deal, promoting BetterHelp. Yeah. It's like ZocDoc. I don't trust places like that. They always seem like a scam to me in some way. And I feel vindicated that BetterHelp is getting in trouble for selling people's information. Because that's not some place that I ever supported and would never support. You were doing Fire Festival in WoW? Oh. And you too, Raquidia. If you ever need to talk, let me know. And this goes for everyone. If you ever see me in General Voice, you are always welcome to join me in General Voice. I have been trying to get back to just popping in there for a couple of hours at a time, just in case someone wants to play a video game or just talk. Or a lot of times off stream, we play video games together. We don't just play video games online or while I'm streaming.
Oh, caveman.
How did that happen?
You died? Is how it happened.
And sometimes we even play video games together, but separately.
Yep.
I died from a jump that I've been doing over and over and over 100 times.
Oh man, that sucked.
I'm actually very, very, very happy to be back streaming. That's one of the things that I missed most with everything else that was going on. I missed our community. Our community is really important for me. I did have the people that were on Discord at the time, so I did have some of our people there. But I really miss this when I'm not doing it. I know I've been taking a lot of time off here lately, but that doesn't mean I don't miss you guys. Now, that also doesn't mean that I don't have bad days where I think about retiring from streaming.
Dude, if you didn't have that, you wouldn't be human.
True. Yeah, it's about to turn daytime. Yeah, sun's coming up.
Ah, thank you for letting me know. I would never have known.
You would have when the lag started.
If I didn't, well, I have lag spikes anyway. But if I didn't hear the music, half the time I'd never know if it was day or night.
Mm-hmm.
It's dark and down here all the time. I have lanterns. That's my light. Feel like a mole.
Annie, what do you think?
I think it purty. Oh, ooh, wow. Oh, that's brilliant, Tex.
It needs something. I couldn't figure out what.
And it's so shiny. How did you get it?
For now. That's the way it comes out naturally.
Oh, I was going to say, how did it come out shiny like that?
I think it's supposed to be a bowling ball.
That's brilliant. That looks great. You're right. It needed something on top of it. I would never have thought of that.
Yeah, it's bowling ball.
Bowling ball. Huh.
And at least it doesn't have the finger impressions.
The holes, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, what do you know?
Ha! Oh, dang it. No, the only time that I think about retiring is on really bad days. And yes, I do have bad days. I do still have problems with depression. I do have plans to go see a therapist. And possibly get back on medication. Yes, it is getting that bad at times. I've always had a P.O. box. It was the first thing I set up when I moved up here. The nice thing about the new P.O. box is it's actually shared between me, Bent, and Carubia. She's not feeling good tonight, Crazy. So, yeah, she's already logged out. I do want to check on her later, make sure she's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is the Annie around? Or is she on break?
I think she's on break.
Oh. Address saved. Well, good. Not to make you feel sorry for me or anything, but that's the only place that I've been getting Christmas cards lately. Oh, well, up until I moved up here.
Yeah, I just did that jump again. No problem.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, pimp blood.
Yep.
Blame it on them. We do. Oh, fog. No, no fog. No fog. No fog. Oh, dang it. Fog.
Too late.
Darn.
I think that may be too much. I definitely think that's too much.
What?
Too many balls. No one needs more than 2.
No.
Well, 4.
No, because then you'll break up the symmetry.
Well, that's kind of what I want.
Oh, well, then knock yourself out.
Let's see if I can find something that works better for the sides.
Oh, as long as there's something on the sides. Yeah, okay then. Yeah. Okay. I see what you're getting at then. It's just don't not put something on the sides.
Yeah, well, the bowling balls here look good, but it gets to be a bit much when you put them on the sides.
Possibly.
It's not always a bad thing, but when I look at the building with the balls on the side, all I can see are balls.
Yeah, whereas on front they do look like a statuary.
Yeah.
But there still should be something on the sides because just the corner fence unit, just I don't know, it looks well, maybe not. No, let me sit here and look at it for a minute.
An idea. I can find it. This. No. What?
Nothing.
Mm-hmm. I want that, but I want it centered. Is that the only pole plate they've got?
I think so.
It's in a corner.
Oh no, there is one that's centered because I see where you might be going with it. Try. I was gonna say try plate.
No, all I see are corners.
Look at poles themselves. So I'm sure there's one that's centered that's smaller.
Again, not necessarily a bad thing, but I've been looking at our poles here lately.
I don't know. How about the third one from the top?
This one?
Yeah, it's kind of big, but...
Yeah, it's way too big.
Okay.
I can't even go with that. That looks better.
Yeah, that could work. There's no base. The only other one that's got a small base is in the third row from the bottom, second from the right.
No.
Yeah. Then I'd go with the one you have selected, the half pole centered.
Mm-hmm.
See what that looks like. Unless you want to go with a round one.
Well, I want something over here to complement what's going on in the front, and that doesn't look right.
No, it doesn't.
But a little square plate would have worked.
Right.
Is there a problem with me talking about balls? I don't have a problem talking about balls.
I don't know. It might be time to get your nuts out again.
That's kind of what I was thinking as well.
Uh-oh.
Just make sure it's a well-rounded conversation.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, catwalks, back up the page. There is a small catwalk plate that might sit on top of it nice. That's plain, that's got no stairs on it. But it's got a trim line. It's that one of the...
That's true, that might. Let me try one thing. I think that would work. And the problem with that is those are really small balls.
Yeah, but if you put the plates maybe on all of them and then to put the balls on the plate on these ones.
Yeah, but you can't put the balls on top of that.
Right, because of the...
But it does raise up
above the fence.
Railing. Yeah.
Above the railing, yeah. Which is what you were trying to do.
Yeah.
Is get the eye line above the railing.
Yep.
And once it's painted, it'll all look the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually like that a lot more.
Yeah, that could work. And then the balls on the lower one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I wish we could put the balls in the upper one, but could get there. It's a concession.
Well,
I could make.
More than 2 balls is kind of a waste, isn't it? Well, unless it's a Saturday night.
Yeah.
hedge on top of one of them. Oh, that's an idea.
Ooh, that is an idea.
Do we have planters nearby?
I don't know.
The farm plots?
I don't think so. I don't know about out there. That's you and Annie. Can't answer that question. Oh, that is so cool when it comes out of the fog like that.
Farm plots. Farm plots. Oh, even Annie doesn't have any farm plots.
Ouchies.
Oh, I think I donated all of mine to Bent.
Yeah, to do the garden.
Yeah. Wouldn't be in there. Annie's still on break, so I can't ask her. Okay. Yeah, Annie doesn't even have any.
Ouchies.
I know. Let me check out at the crafting site. I wonder where Bent would have put those.
In farming, probably. There is a farm box there.
Okay. Upstairs or down in the bottom?
Downstairs.
Okay. It is Maw. Increase walk speed by 100 and increase run speed by 300.
And believe you me, it only lasts for 5 minutes, and it still takes 3 to walk 6 clicks across the map.
Yep.
In real time. So that shows you how big our map is.
It's a 10K map, so.
Yeah. Imagine walking that without the maw. Oh my gosh. Brutal. Just saying. Not that most of you probably haven't, but, just saying.
There's a story behind it being called Maw, and I don't remember what it was. But a can of spinach would be interesting as well. But that would have to increase strength as well.
Yeah. I like Maw.
It's a brand of energy drink. Ah.
Oh, is it? Oh, that makes sense then.
I forgot that you were here, Gan, or I would have asked directly. If people don't know, Gan is a streamer as well as the developer of this mod. And has been known to do work on this mod on his stream.
Yeah.
Tom. Don't know if anyone's here to give you a shout out though.
Who?
And the Gray.
Is it case sensitive?
No. Farming. Ah, she does. $12 is enough.
Hmm?
But I think 12 is enough.
I don't think
1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's not enough.
They say take 20 just to be on the safe side.
No, but I will hopefully end up with 2 extras. It's 4 on either side and 4 in the center, so it should be 12 should be enough. So I'll end up with about 2 extra. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Well, Dan, I'm sure you don't hear it enough, but I really do appreciate the work you've done with this mod.
Oh, absolutely. That's why we keep coming back.
Yep.
That's why we play. Some of us play it privately, even.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of people don't seem to understand the amount of work that a modder will put into something like this.
And it is just that.
Yep, it's a lot of work. Now, if only the modders had access to the paintbrush.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they do have access, sort of.
Sort of.
It's just a real pain in the butt to do. Well, Ariel, you're a subscriber. You can request to join. You'd be working with Bent on what needs to be done. Unless you're good at decorating, then you can help us decorate the castle. Always looking for new people to be on here.
Oh, and I'm sure we can find plenty work.
And that's what I've heard. Again, that, like I said, it's not that they don't have access to it, it's just the way it's set up it's a real pain in the butt. And they may have changed that since they've got it in an array like that, a limited array. That may be new. I have asked people about it before. You have 2 days for Christmas? The Boxing Day. Is that where the They give out the boxes after Christmas, the empty boxes.
Cheek.
Well, you never know. Empty boxes can come in handy.
Empty boxes are amazingly handy. I turn them into file cabinets.
Mm-hmm. I shouldn't have put those down. I go with that. That. No. I want that. Dang it. That off. There we go. I don't know if I would want those. Oh, I know, Eminent. I was joking about it. I know what Boxing Day is. I was pretending to be ignorant. Doesn't take much. I don't know. We tried the new integration, and there were some serious problems with it, especially with the with it taking up most of the screen. And I haven't tried it again since. I actually reported it as a bug. Well, y'all don't see it, but I've got a preview screen. Why does it say it's offline? We're not offline. I've got a little preview screen on my Twitch dashboard that I keep an eye on the quality of the stream. With the Twitch integration, it would completely cover that preview, and I couldn't minimize it. So once I get that sorted out, we will definitely be running Twitch integration again. Exactly, Eminent. Yep, Jerry was Irish. Had Irish heritage. He had an Irish passport. Did he?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what plants? Was putting it for chat for anyone who didn't. Ah, okay. I didn't read all of that. It gets too crazy. I actually enjoyed the Twitch integration. Yes, it would get crazy at times, but
Some of it was pretty cool.
well, my chat never did anything bad, or almost never did
No.
anything bad.
You're
Never.
so sweet and innocent.
Exactly. I mean, we would end up with boxes and boxes of stuff that chat would give us.
No, that's only when Boss was being cranky and left them halfway across the map and said, "Oh, by the way, boxes, come get them. I'm
Well,
leaving."
that too.
Hi.
What plants
Gonna
do we
say hi
want?
to everybody?
Blueberries.
Blueberries.
Do we have blueberry seeds?
Oh, I'm sure we've got blueberry seeds, and if not, we can get some. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I think that could work. You might even have found those at the base.
That's where I'm going to look.
You sucked a maw for that?
Well, yeah. You know how long it would take to walk over here? Farming.
You're lucky
blueberry.
Lala agrees with you. You do, don't you? Why'd you come in here for anyway?
I was
To
getting
squeeze you
blueberry
like
seeds.
a squeeze box? Huh? Squeeze you like a squeeze box? No, nothing's gonna come out, huh?
Well, not when you expect it. Expect her to be a puppy or something to perform on command.
Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
She was so sweet and cuddly and dopey. Yesterday, she let me cut her nails without even getting up.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, she laid in the bed, and let me mess with her toe beans, and I thought she was so relaxed I might even sneak a nail cut in there, and I actually did. She started tensing up a little and gave me a token bunny kick, but she never got on her feet.
Mm.
She was a righteous little girl.
Well, Jax has certainly been an influence on her.
I know. So when Bent and I went to the pet store to get her supplies, she got a new toy for being such a good girl.
I was just thinking the same thing and was about to make a comment about it.
What?
I was going to say, I wish we had some bone meal. Bone meal is used in Minecraft to speed grow plants.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Bone meal.
Bone meal.
Make sure you're careful when you're throwing bone meal on some tree saplings that are
Yeah.
real
Oh,
close to each
God.
other.
It'll grow like crazy.
They will grow over you and possibly break things.
Oh, my.
What do you think, Annie?
Yeah, that works. Yes, you'll get a tree that is massive. Very, very big tree.
Possibly.
9 times out of 10, I got a really massive tree.
It depends on the space it's growing in.
Yeah. Yeah. On the open.
Now, are you going to do that with the fronts, Tex?
Do what?
Put a planter.
No, I'm only putting planters on the
edges,
corners.
on the ends. Okay.
So, you look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, planter here, planter here.
Okay. What about at the stairs?
What
are you going to do with those ones?
I'm going to leave that the way it is.
Okay.
What do you think, Annie?
It looks good.
It needed a pair of balls.
No boy.
Well, at least now we can say that our castle really has balls.
I'm just gonna leave that one alone.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm gonna leave Bon Scott tucked away in the back of my head. Yeah. You know you're gonna have to get down off the desk soon, right?
But Mom.
Yeah. The but mom is you're the one that put me up here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you won't give me a hug, so I'm about ready to put you back down.
I'll get hugs later.
Oh,
Not
dang
now.
it.
That's exactly what it is too. I'll get my hugs later. Yeah, she's a good kitty. No, you can't let. No, she's discovered that the Mac is on.
Oh.
It's time to watch the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, Mom, you didn't tell me that the stream's on. How could
Yep.
you?
Yep, stream's on. Gotta watch Tax Paint. Stream's on. One of these days I should actually mute Discord and turn the stream up so she can listen as well.
Mm. I thought I had painted this. Oh. I wonder if it was cleaning up old paint. Probably was cleaning up old paint.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that looks so spectacular, guys.
Thank you.
Now, are the holes in the ends windows that just don't have glass in them yet?
Holes in the end. You're talking about the
Windows.
towers?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll have windows.
Of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
Because angles.
Yep.
Yeah, angles.
We had solved that last, or you had solved that last time.
Bane of the existence.
Using window trim?
Yeah, it's not my favorite though.
Hmm.
I'm liking the angled bars though better.
Yeah.
You can actually see them more from further away. You can actually define the space better. Also, when you upgraded them, they don't come modern glass. Which kind of ruins the whole vibe of the place.
Can I go ahead and break out that window?
Yes, go right ahead.
Get upgraded.
Hmm?
Would it get upgraded?
What?
Nope,
Or
I
is that,
came back.
or is it just marked where the window was gonna go?
Marked where the window's going to go. Oh, come on. Yeah. That'll look nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well,
Even if it's just a copy of the two on the sides.
Exactly. The placement will make it look good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, indeed. Excuse me.
Oh
Sorry.
no. No, no.
Sorry. Sorry. My bad.
I'm thinking of it from looking at it from the inside as well. That's why I went with the beer one. So if you're walking down the hallway here, you can see the bay window, the big window.
Mm-hmm.
Are we about ready to call it a night?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, I'm almost done with the two small towers in the front.
Oh. Well, I know you had one almost finished.
I figured out the top part, the crowning part of it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you just paint them or did you upgrade them?
I upgrade them to wood because there's really nothing else going on top of them. So
Well, true. It's not like we'd have a vulture horde or anything.
exactly.
Mm-hmm. And you as well, Gan. Or watch. Have a good night. Imminent, have a good night. Ghost Runner, Tom, Ariel, Draconis, Dragon Lord. I do remember most people who have talked so far. Fox. I will see y'all tomorrow. So I hope y'all have a good night, and I will see y'all then. Good night.